MommaJ dropping knowledge. All the insight on the research.
I don't know why I started researching it. Oh, you know what? I think it's because of the sheep in the bag. That's why I started researching it. Because one day we were talking about kids and like what the future of like reproduction is going to be, and we talked about like forever meat or like how they're printing meat, and then I was like, oh, do you know about the sheep in the bag?
Did you think printing meat?
Yes.
Yes. Have you not seen them print meat?
No. Yeah, now I got to look more into this 3D meat. Oh man, I just had lamb the other day too, which is
lamb. Yeah.
So
lamb in a bag. What was it called? What did you call babies in a bag? Or bag babies?
Bag babies. Yeah.
Bag babies. That might be the name of this episode.
Bag babies. Yeah.
We are as a people inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweigh the dangers which are cited to justify it. There's little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. I am not asking your newspapers to support, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. To the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
Hey guys, you're listening to the SpeakInCOAD Podcast, where the camera is right over there, and we got a guest on today. We are going to talk a little bit about cloning. We'll get into some other things too. We're definitely super pumped to have our guest on. This is our first guest that we've had on in a while, and I will delete this. Phone's out the way. I don't want any interruptions while we're focusing on this guest. So without further ado, I'm Code himself. I'm sitting here next to TBD. And coming to the stage, he's going to take his shirt off because he's working with only conspiracies.
What's up, y'all?
I'd like to introduce our guest of the evening, coming out of the purple corner. She is the reigning,
defending
triple threat champion of the world. Her name is MommaJ, Suburban Mama.
You took so long. There you go. Hey!
I was like, man, what the heck happened?
Man.
Where did you even find that?
Tinfoil hat.
Okay.
That's Sam Tripoli.
That's him
He's doing all the laser guns. So I copied them all and soundbited them. So
Gotcha.
Copyright infringement or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking
No. And you can hear us all.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Good evening. I can't believe it's good morning.
That's okay.
Good evening.
He's on nights. So this is our guest, MommaJ. We can probably just jump right into it. We'll do the icebreaker, the what's in your cup. So if you're sipping on something, it could be water, it could be tea, it could be bourbon, it could be whiskey, it could be Chante's favorite, gin.
Some bourbon would be nice.
Bourbon. Do you want some bourbon?
No, I'm still recovering.
Okay.
I'm still recovering.
Cheers to you guys. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the first time we've ever cheers on here, so here you go, Chante. MommaJ.
Clang, clang. Yeah.
Look at we have to do it like Austin, just slam two beers together and let it go.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. If people don't know, they're not thinking of the $1 million, the $1 billion man, the $1 million man. I don't know.
Oh,
Something
sure.
Austin too.
You might be right, but I can't remember.
Yeah. So a lot of the podcast is just going to be us rambling until we get into a certain topic.
We find the groove.
Yes. Welcome. We're super pumped to have you. Feel like I've known MommaJ for a long time now, and she's had me on her podcast. So it's like nice to finally reciprocate and get her on.
We were podcasting before we had podcasts. Like,
yes,
we've known each other for a while.
The Telegrams and Discords. Oh, and if you wanted to throw it, what Telegram you're representing if you're still doing that?
Oh no, I stopped doing that once I got pregnant with my second one, because it was just it was a full-time job, and it was like I wasn't getting paid, so it was difficult because I would work all day getting articles together, writing my script for the night, like doing background research, and then actually doing the show. And then we'd have meetings at least once or twice a week about our Saturday show. And then I would have to research because I would do Suburban Mama's Conspiracy Corner. And so I had to do all the research for every week for a new conspiracy. And I needed to know like pretty much the ins and outs of different types of conspiracies once a week and condense it to like 15 minutes.
Jeez.
So, and I wasn't getting paid for it, but I did learn a lot. It was a very good learning experience.
That's cool. Usually we just pick a topic and roll with it. We have no idea what we're doing. We're learning as we go.
It was a lot.
Everything is learning as we go because I'm still new to this.
He's kind of like
still a babe.
Yeah, not the skeptic of the group, but not that anybody's the skeptic of the group, but
no, you can go with skeptic.
Yeah, because they'll be like, I don't know if I believe that, and then we show them, and they're like, in the comments, they're like, oh yeah, this is 100% true. He's like, oh crap. Or he's
just get very intimate with the CIA website, and then your whole world will change. Like, there's a bunch of, like, I got very, very intimate with the CIA website where I was like, maybe I should just back off for a little bit, because there's stuff on there that's declassified. So if you look up things, if you were like Project Orion or Thor, and it has everything to do with space and different types of things that they were doing in there, and it's actually on the CIA website, and it's just, like the conspiracies that I was looking more into was the governmental conspiracies. I did some like Hollow Earth stuff, which was actually really cool.
Okay.
Tartaria was cool. Oh, you got your good job.
My last belt. My last stripe is in my hand.
Yeah. Good job.
All right, get out of here. Love you.
That's his daughter got a belt.
Yeah.
He just yeeted out of here. He's like,
Yeah.
I was about to say that. You beat me to it.
We've been watching a lot of like pro wrestling, like WWE. One of the guys is like, eat, and he's got like a big eat shirt on, and then his brother's like anti-hero or like he's the villain.
So he's no eat.
Yeah, so his says no. It just says eat, but with like a no written on it.
I'm gonna get that shirt.
So
you saw the picture of my 2-year-old. That's my 8-year-old. So.
And I feel like when we started this, he was probably only like 4.
Yeah, he was really little. He was like 3-4.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, so crazy.
Crazy.
Been in the game for a while.
Yeah, it's weird to think, but yeah, I think because I don't know if you wanted to get into it, like how me and you met, but I met. Okay, so Code and I were both we really liked Tommy G and the No Mercy podcast, and like they were like blowing up in 2020 because they started doing all these conspiracy shows, and like everyone was locked down and everything at the time. So I would listen to them. They had their own Discord server, and they were just on there all night. Like you'd have lives on Discord all night long. Cocaine fueled, drunken fueled discords on the No Mercy podcast. Oh yeah, like it was crazy. And their Discord server would get nuked a lot. So like I don't know, we all like had this network where you knew a few people who were in there, and so everyone would message everybody to like find out where the new link was for the new server and stuff. And then one of the women that was in there sent me a link to Code server just in case anything would happen or what have you. And from there, like we all just would start talking on lives, and here we are now talking conspiracies, everything.
And it would be like this, like you could almost turn into a video, and like people could join in on video. So you could have like 4 or 5 people on, or 6 people would be talking like this, but everybody else would just be listening or watching in.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you would have people to let them in and join in with us.
Kind of like that new X feature.
Maybe. I don't know. This was way before that. It was way before. It was when there was a Twitter and you could tweet.
Yeah. I kind of missed the little bird a little bit.
The other one too is Janet.
Yeah.
So Janet was a part of the No Mercy podcast for a little while, and anytime I became friends with her on Discord, so then anytime they would get nuked, she would send me the link, and then I would send it out to whoever else got it.
Okay.
And then what happened was theirs kept getting nuked so much that whenever the Discord would actually kick people out, it would be like if me and you were in a private chat, or if me and you were having a conversation in that Discord, it would send me and you into a private chat if we were friends. So then what would happen is everybody was just constantly getting dispersed. So then I talked to her, and I was like, hey, is it cool if I create my own Discord? And then that way, if anybody gets banned, and I talked with Benjamin or whatever the guy's name is.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, if they get nuked too, I was like, they'll automatically jump into my Discord. And then that way it could just be like a little hub until we get the new link. And then I would send it into mine, and then everybody would jump back into that one.
Yeah.
Well, every time they would start building stuff, and then it got nuked, it was like they had to start from scratch. Where mine, it's almost like the Discord that we have now. It wasn't, the Discord we have now is way better. Like there's a lot more stuff in it. So they were like, this is what they've been talking about doing the entire time, but they haven't been able to. And they're like, yours has this.
Yeah.
So they're like, I would rather be here in the conversations that we're having with the friends that we've made, because people were like, me and you would be a friend, Chente would be a friend, and MommaJ would be a friend. If we got kicked out of that one, it would automatically put us in this one. So then you could keep the conversation going with just your friend.
Gotcha. Okay.
So kind of get kind of people incentive of becoming friends with us and jumping in. And I think at one point we had like, I don't know, maybe a couple, maybe like 100 or so, maybe 100
Yeah.
plus. Yeah. There's 5,000.
Once they went to Gilded, that's when everything changed. Because no one wanted to be on Gilded.
Gilded was like the weirder format.
Oh, gotcha.
It was almost like
Gilded sucked. It was awful.
Facebook, and we were the MySpace. We were the OGs.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was, I think there's still a recording of me and Biz having a late night drunken conversation about like conspiracies and shit for 2 hours.
Wow.
That I haven't heard in years. He forgot about and found randomly and start cracking up when he was talking about it. So maybe on Business Party we'll probably release it sometime, but I don't know.
Definitely. And then I was going to ask you too. Sorry, Chente, you were about to say something?
No, I just said nice.
Oh. I was going to ask you too, because so when MommaJ joined the Discord, how we were talking about how Jack was like, oh my gosh, I feel like you guys are Joe Rogan, like talking to us, like he was super pumped. When MommaJ joined our Discord, we were like, oh, holy crap, she joined our Discord. Like we felt like you were the main podcaster.
I know, and I don't know why.
Because you were on Janet's podcast. Janet had her own podcast.
Yeah.
She was like one of the first guests. We were like, holy crap, she made it. And then she joined this.
Janet's podcast was the first one I ever did.
Yeah.
It was Janet's podcast. And I actually got in touch with her because one night when I was listening to the Discord, because I like research and I've done research and different things like on my own, not for anybody. Like, I don't know if you were there, but I had shown people all of my boxes of notebooks and papers and like printouts and shit. I don't know if you were there or not,
I think I've
but
heard of it though.
yeah, I've accumulated over the years of just like stuff, like random things that I thought, researched different things like that. And so I had messaged Janet being like, hey, if you need help researching anything, like let me know. I'm in it, I'll do it, yada yada. So I talked to her a little bit on and off, and then she invited me onto her podcast, and I did that with her. And then afterwards I was going to do stuff with her, and then everything got nuked and I lost my contact with her. So I never really got to talk to her again. And it was really sad because our conversation was pretty cool. Like, she was awesome.
Yeah. I didn't know if have you ever gone on her podcast again or talked to her since?
No, I haven't. And I would really like to. I still talk to Velin.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, we had Velin and Mick on Business Party.
Oh, nice.
And they're part of Patriot Party podcast. We had them on. And yeah, so I still talk to Velin every now and then. It's far between now, but like they're very, very busy. Like they're doing banging. Like I'm happy for them. But yeah.
Yeah, and there was like a few other people I would like listen to theirs. But yeah, if I could reach out to Janet, I'll try to put you in talks with her or something again. Because I think I'm friends with her.
I would love to. I think I might be friends with her on X, but I have to check.
Okay. Yeah, I could reach out to her on Instagram and stuff and see, because I would love to have her on too. I'm just trying to remember. I think she was a nurse prior to the pandemic.
Okay.
Yes.
So she was very vocal on that type of stuff. And she was very inquisitive and like, she was like giving her own experiences of a lot of that stuff too. So it kind of made it a little easier to like bounce ideas off of, because she came with like either stats or she came with like a lot of good intel. Yeah, knowledge. So, but I don't know. Did you guys have any other questions for the What's in Your Cup segment? Are you guys ready to jump on in the deep end?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Oh. So what? All right. One last question before we jump into the deep dive. What got you into conspiracies to begin with?
So, I was not a normal child. On the outside, I was a normal child. Like everyone thought that I was normal, and I played soccer. I had a lot of friends. I was very sociable. But in my spare time, my favorite thing to do was to watch the History Channel. Like that's all I did. I watched the History Channel, and I had seen something about JFK, about his assassination, and I was like, oh, I thought it was that one dude, and then and then there had different specials around, when he hit the anniversary of him being assassinated. And they talk about like the mafia and the CIA and, the magic bullet theory and different things like that. So then that kind of got me into like different kinds of conspiracies. I really liked, like angels, demons, that type of thing, very spiritual type of situations that actually personally had happened to me that freaked me the fuck out. But, yeah, I just really got into different types of things. I'm very open. Like I'll listen to anything, and I keep things in my back pocket a lot, and we'll bring it out at random times. But it's mostly the JFK thing, and just like, I don't know, just like that was the biggest one. So.
All right. Yeah, we'll definitely have you on again too. Like just so you know, like we're planning on doing more with you. Like this isn't a one and done type of thing. Like,
no, definitely.
We could come up with more topics like that, because Chente and myself did like we did a episode. Our last episode we did. It's we kind of tied in simulation theory and Christianity to kind of give it like a breakdown, a little bit more of an understanding of that. But definitely would love to talk about like the angels and demons side of things, or even the Nephilim.
Oh, Oh yeah, no, that stuff is great. Like, because like it also gets into like ghosts and different things. And like I said, I was not a normal child. My friends and I, like my friend and I, like one of the things that we would used to do in like middle school is like we'd run home, we'd grab the newspaper, do a seance in her, closet with like an obituary
Damn.
that we got from the newspaper. But we stopped that after one time ashes literally started falling from her ceiling. And then we found out the person that we were talking to had died in a fire. And I said, fuck that. I'm out.
Yo, that is trippy, man.
I love how you said like me and my friends, and then you're like me and my.
Well, it wasn't my friends. It was actually just me and my friend. But yeah.
All names have been changed to protect the identities.
Yeah.
They just have a blurred out face and a beep voice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She was always weird when I knew her as a kid. Like,
I got questions
What's that?
about that. So, was it like just small pieces, like out of the corner of your eye, that you noticed falling? No, yo, all right.
no.
That
No,
is
like
terrific.
we were like, what is that? We left the closet and it was still coming down. And for a while, I thought it was just like maybe because I mean, I do still have like a really like big imagination and always did. And so like for the longest time, I was like, oh, maybe I over exaggerated what happened, this, that, or whatever. And then years later, because me and my friend, we ended up going to different schools. Years later, I ended up seeing her again, and I had asked her about the situation. She's like, yeah, that was really freaky, right? You saw how big it was, like just coming down. And I was like, okay. And
So,
me
like
and her
snow?
actually oh no, it was true. Like there was like big like ashes coming from the ceiling. She's like, oh yeah, I remember that too. It was crazy, yada yada. So I knew it wasn't my like imagination. And I've had actually experiences with her before that was kind of like weird, like where we were just like at a table, one of those glass tables outside, like talking, and we both had brothers that were younger than us, and they were around the same age, and like we were all fighting or whatever, and then the glass just shattered out of nowhere, like no one touched it, nothing was on it, and it just shattered around us, and we both had like matching scars from the glass cutting us, and it was just weird things like that. So I've had dark shadows over my bed, like crazy. Like
That's a trip, man.
haven't had it in a while, so let me knock on wood because it really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Imagine so.
Okay.
Chances like I love this thing on top.
So, all right. Well, was it just in? You said it was in the closet. Was it just in the closet, or was it like in the room as well?
No, it was just in the closet.
That's nuts.
Because where we did the seance was in the closet, like itself. So we like, because it would be right outside, because it would be right after school. So we'd go in the closet, shut the door, turn off the light, light a candle, because and then we'd just say something and make it up as is, and yeah.
You're like Bloody Mary. You're like, oh no, do it.
Well,
I'm a grown man and I still won't say that number.
yeah, I went to Catholic school when people would do the Bloody Mary stuff.
Oh,
I didn't like that very much.
No.
When you're in the room and you start saying that, I might punch you. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not taking me down.
You're not anywhere. You're noticing that. I'm like, oh crap. No.
Did it smell?
If there's a mirror in the room and the lights are off, do you turn the lights on before going in the room?
No, but I don't like it facing my bed when I'm sleeping.
The mirror?
Yeah, I don't like if it's facing my bed, it's okay as long as it's not near my face. Like if it I can see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this came to my head, but back in like 2020, you know how people would talk about astral projection and stuff a lot in the Discord, and so I remember my brother had gotten married in October, and I was with my family and stuff, and I had gone to a separate room and just like gone to go to bed, and I was listening to like, what is it, the 432 hertz stuff, and as I was sleeping, as I was going to bed. And I was in this weird limbo type of like sleep where it felt real. Like I was like almost in a parallel universe with my same family that was there. And I knew it wasn't real. It was weird. It was like, and they were keep like pulling me to stay with them. And I knew in my body, like I needed to get out. Like I can't stay here. And they're like grabbing at me to stay. And then I kind of went back and I woke up and I was like, and the feeling didn't leave me for like a week. It was like this uneasy feeling like I did something that I wasn't supposed to and I was somewhere that I wasn't supposed to be.
Okay.
Do you think because of the frequency of the sound that you were listening to?
Yeah, and at the time too, I was doing a lot of I guess a meditation-ish type stuff, like where I would push energies like that I could feel like out my body, whether it be through the top of my head or towards the bottom of my feet. Very into that kind of stuff because like energy is real, you know.
Yeah.
But I would kind of just like to calm me down because I had a lot of anxiety too. So then I would do that to just kind of help me sleep, and I just think like whatever it was and whatever frequency I was on at that time, it was like, hey, let's take you for a ride. You know?
We were gonna have my buddy on for the astral projection episode because he's like really into that stuff. But I haven't really talked to him in a long. I probably haven't talked to him since then. Like he just had a kid and stuff and was like stressed about that because that wasn't planned. But with him and his wife, not like random people, but
Tattletale.
well, hey, come on, listen, I don't care. No, I don't know. I probably still have him on, but Chente was definitely interested in like learning more about that stuff. I don't know if he wants
Yeah,
to,
man.
but
If I learn how to astral project, the world is in trouble.
uh,
I like
Well,
playing
there's
with-
actually there's a documentary on Amazon. I don't know if you had or Amazon Prime. It's called Third Eye Spy.
Okay.
I will put that in my notes.
Yeah, write it down. It's Third Eye Spy, and it actually talks about the government program it's their psych program for psychics and astral projections, and how they had this program to try and find like Russian like rockets and stuff like that, and it has these people who are a part of the program, and it's based off The Men Who Stare at Goats, right? That's kind of where it came from. Is that a program that they did, and they even do. The guys on there was talking about how they even do these seminars or what have you to help people figure out how to do those kind of astral projections and stuff. It was actually a very interesting documentary.
Yeah, I think of like Stranger Things when I hear like the astral projection thing when she's like in the tub with the things on her head. And then
Yeah.
she sees where the other people are. I think that's like a CIA thing that's been declassified, I think, too now.
But using kids?
No, not kids.
Just the astral projection part.
Yeah. Then like there was an audio that I heard. The guy, I might have it saved on the Instagram. I just haven't like posted it yet. Sorry, my dog barks for no reason just to get the other one ramped up. But they had the audio for like this lady was asking the guy, like, oh, what do you see? What do you hear? And he's like telling her, and she goes, don't try too hard. Just don't tell us what you are seeing, like exactly, because like he was like, I don't know what it is. I think it's a man, and she's like, don't tell us what it is. Like just tell us like the shape of something. Like he's like, it's a shape of a human, and then he was getting into it. I think it was on YouTube. Well, I was watching. I had it on at work, like on the TV, I think, instead of the news one day. So it's one of the days that I got sick of hearing politics in the news, so I changed it to conspiracies on YouTube for the entire. You guys ready for the deep dive? I'm ready. All right. Are you?
Close.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see this. So I've talked to TBD and myself. We were talking about how to do your own research, like on Google or Brave or any other DuckDuckGo type of stuff. And I completely forgot about Reddit. And I'm like, why
Mhm.
didn't I think of Reddit? Reddit's a really good one. And you get a lot of people that bring stuff up and stuff and show things. So here are some things for Reddit about human cloning. It's like, enjoy your rabbit hole. And they posted some stuff. And it's like, I found this conspiracy a stretch until I did a deep dive. Ooh, we're doing a deep dive. One day and came across some of the strangest things. One was a series of interviews with a rapper named Kid Buu, which was a part of our trivia questions on the last episode.
Okay.
And he openly admitted to being a clone manufactured in an actual cloning facility in Canada called Clonaid. He claims that he is the second generation clone and his body took about a year to reach his current adult body. What makes the interviews feel weird is how his brain glitches while being asked questions and his complete lack of human emotion. He seems dead on the inside, believe me. You just have to watch it. So I have the link for that. I could pull that up as like a little clip if you guys want to watch that. And then I also found the Clonaid link, like right here. I could post any of this stuff on the body of the podcast when we post it and stuff too. And then here are 3 different interviews he did.
Can we also point these to the Discord?
Oh, yeah. I'll post all this stuff to the Discord too. But it says, why make clones? Plain and simple, clones are easy to control. They are also a great way to keep talent around. So I was like, that's very interesting. Notable examples of clones are Joe Biden. Notice how people keep posting pictures of his different ears and earlobes. 2 possibilities here, full-blown mask, and Biden is not under a bodysuit. Or it's one of his many clones. Sure, he's in open brain surgery and is getting old.
Oh yeah, for his aneurysms.
Yeah, his aneurysm.
You can slip the retardation in there.
I was like, but we all know his clones are degrading and glitching. He can't speak. He has an agenda to push for the government, and he's completely different from his vice president days with Obama. And then there's also a few others notable mentions. Donald Trump was Elvis Presley. Rosie O'Donnell was Elvis Presley. I have pictures to prove it.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Pictures to prove what? Rosie or Trump?
All of them.
Damn.
I can't prove it. I just have pictures.
Okay.
Those are my receipts that somebody posted on Reddit. I've heard Katy Perry as John Benet Ramsey. Kanye West, beyond physical appearance, changes his emotional state is erratic. He says he's diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but speculation is that he went off the approved agenda away from Jay-Z, Hollywood, and was killed off. Enter crazy clone Kanye. Taylor Swift is identical to Zena LaVey. That's Anton LaVey's daughter.
Oh.
He's the head of the Church of Satan.
Okay.
That's why she's satanic. Dave Chappelle spent a significant amount of time in Africa. Controversy over content he was able to say on the Chappelle Show created discourse because he did not want to abide by this agenda. Left for Africa, and he was never the same. He came back jacked. He came back like so roided out and smoking cigarettes with a deeper voice.
Did you see Jim Brewer talk about that?
No, but I have it saved. I've been meaning to check it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Gucci Mane and Kodak Black came out of prison completely different.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus, large speculation on her reptilian shape-shifting capabilities and eye slits caught on camera. Another Disney star that completely changed. I got a bunch of different links and wikis and stuff like that, but here is the pictures of how to create Biden ears. There's John Travolta cloned from his older years. Nicolas Cage.
Or are they vampires?
I go with the vampire.
Yeah, they look like vampires. The old pictures?
Yeah.
No doubt.
His ears are different, so maybe they use the mouse for these ears. These are-
His nose is straighter now compared to that first picture.
Yeah.
His nose, he has that Owen Wilson nose in the first picture, and it is straight in the newer picture.
Straighter.
Straighter.
Nah. And then weren't we talking about vampires earlier? Didn't you mention something about vampires?
Today?
No, it might have been somebody from work. Talked about something about that. And then there's Elvis and Donald Trump, which I feel is a stretch.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Maybe he looks
There's
like
this
Batman.
Yeah.
there's this reverend. I don't remember his name, but I've seen it like on TikTok and like Instagram and stuff like that. They're saying that it's supposed to be Elvis, and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too.
It's like a Jim something or
Yeah.
Bill or I don't know.
Bill Hicks? No.
No, that's Alex Jones.
There's another guy, though. He talks about conspiracies and stuff. He looks kind of like Bill Hicks, too. But I can't remember his name. He's much older now. I don't know I don't really remember his name. And then this one here is Justin Timberlake. This one here is Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, damn. The JT one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey looks like a Texas Ranger down here
I was
from
about
the
to say,
1800s.
that was like 1762.
Yeah. Or the early 1900s or late 1800s, the cowboy era. He's from Texas.
Texas.
And then here's Rosie O'Donnell and Elvis Presley's wife or mom, Gladys Presley.
Okay, see, that one.
His mom is Gladys.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he doesn't like her. And then there is Kirstie Alley and Fergie.
No, they're stretching that.
Yeah. I mean, there's similarities with, like, maybe the length of the
That
eyebrow.
right.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. Not too much.
Yeah.
Kinda
These two look identical. I feel like she kind of looks like you, MommaJ. Oh, she left us.
Isn't that her sister, though? Katy Perry has a little sister that's an actor.
No, that's Zooey Deschanel.
I thought her and Katy Perry were sisters.
No. They're clones.
Sorry, who looks like me?
Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, that's such a good compliment. Thank you. I think she's gorgeous.
I always thought you kind of looked like her. And then you guys are cloned with Katy Perry. No.
Oh, man.
I don't see these ones. Uncle Jesse and then the dude from Parks and Rec.
No. Rob Lowe and Ian Somerhalder. They look alike a lot. Hold on, let me pull up a picture of Ian Somerhalder.
And then this guy and Tobey Maguire look more alike. Elijah something?
Yeah, Elijah Woods.
Yeah.
I can see how they made the stretch to him and name. Yeah.
Yeah.
How they look alike.
And this one is a little bit of a stretch.
Oh, Jennifer Gardner and the Pink Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's Rob Lowe.
Damn.
And that
Rob
guy.
Lowe and Ian Somerhalder.
He said it.
Fire show. Originals.
Vampire Diaries, yes.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
I watch CW a lot and I remember the commercials.
okay.
It's Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank.
Oh, she's from the Karate Kid 4. And then some other stuff. She was like a boy in one movie. And then these two kind of similar.
Yeah, they look
Oh,
alike.
yeah.
And her, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I never thought about them together. Here's Trump.
I mean, when you look at it,
Yeah, that one a little bit kind of looks like,
Nah.
man.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. I will show you. So like that clonate thing that they were talking about, that King Boo. Is that his name? Kid Boo. King Boo. What are you talking about? This is the website that they were talking about where you could do
Yeah.
cloning. This is where he said he was cloned from.
how much are those services?
I don't know. First fill out your contact form. I do not want to get cloned.
So that website has been down since 2009. Like it hasn't, like hasn't been updated. If you look at the copyright down there,
Okay,
Yeah.
down here.
So what happened with cloning? All right. It's a lot.
Here we go.
You've known about this stuff?
I know about Clonaid. Yes. So Clonaid was a company that was founded by a gentleman that refers to himself as Rael, Rael.
Okay.
He is a cult leader or a leader of a society called Raelism or the Raelianism. If you think about, okay, and there's so much here in my brain. Okay. So in the Raelian movement, they believe in extraterrestrials, right? That there are these 40 beings, prophets called Elohim, that need to come down to the earth or whatever before everyone will get taken up by the aliens. They believe that Muhammad, Buddha, and Jesus were all Elohim, and the 40th one is Rael. And so they're all about science, technology, different types of things. They're all over the world, and they started this thing called Clonaid. Now, back in early 2000, I think it was 2001, they had claimed that they were able to clone humans. And in 2002, 2003, they had stated that they actually did clone an actual human, a girl, in which they named Eve. Now, this was actually in the United States where this happened. In response to all of this beforehand, I think before they started cloning, I know that Bill Clinton had came out and he was like, listen, let's just like not do cloning. Let's just not. And not have government paid funding towards cloning of humans in that sense, but he heavily suggested towards private companies to probably not do it. So anyway, so these cloning people, they're all, if you look on the rael.org, RAEL.org, their society, you will see a lot of their members, and some of their members are actually like biologists, scientists, different types of things like that. One of their and I'll just say for the future, for now, one of their top doctors, who was actually the president and CEO. Oh no! Oh, am I back?
Yeah, Chuck, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I did rail.org, but it's not popping up.
Here, let me.
I can Google it or something.
Yeah. Hold on. It should be in here. I have it in the notes. The lady who ended up being like high up, like a CEO or something of Clonaid, after they disbanded, I don't know really what happened with her life or what have you, but I know right now she is working at this place called STEMAid, 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 in Mexico. And they are using stem cells to regenerate like muscles, nerves, and different things like that. So crazy.
So this is do you see where it says rail.org?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on it, it just goes white.
Yeah, won't load, just stays white.
It won't open anything.
That's crazy. That's weird.
That's so weird, yeah.
Well, that's really weird.
Raelism, like you can pull this stuff up.
Yes, go up to that Raelism on the wiki, because here's something that's going to blow your mind, okay? So we're talking about clones, right? So click on the wiki. If you look at their symbol, you see that symbol there, and it looks like the Star of David with a swastika in the middle of it. That's the symbol that Kanye booted off of Twitter after he had talked to Alex Jones.
Wait,
do you remember when Kanye went on to Alex Jones and he went on to Tim Cass and he was like, everyone's like, oh, he's all against the Jewish people, and he had Nick Fuentes with him and stuff. Yep. And I know that there's been popular theories that after Kanye had the Kardashians had put him in a mental facility after he was pro-Trump or whatever, that he became a clone, or he was a clone of some sort. What I thought was interesting, though, is that this has all happened, and he posted that picture of that symbol on Twitter. And I already knew what that symbol was, and it was about Raelism, and they're highly connected to cloning.
So here's what's crazy too. So Rael, Rael, if you split those in half, they're two different Egyptian gods.
Ra.
And El.
I was gonna say it.
Were you?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Stole
go
my,
ahead.
no, you stole my thunders.
I'm sorry.
Damn, clone.
I always do that to TV. He'll be trying to talk to a girl, and I'll finish the sentence. And then he's like, "Oh, I wanted to say it." Punchlines. No, I'm kidding. Wow, this is very interesting. I've never heard of any of this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
So this
breaking our
has
minds.
been around since the 70s. I think it was like 74 that the actual group was formed. It's actually unfortunate that you can't see their website because they have stuff everywhere. Hold on. Can I share? When you're done looking through there, if you want me to share the screen to show you their website, I actually have it up on my end.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Can you guys see this?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
So it says extraterrestrials created all life on Earth. Let's build an embassy to welcome them. So that's what they're trying to do. Since they believe that this guy Rael now is the 40th Elohim, he's the last one. So they're living in the age of the apocalypse. So their mission is to build places and like places for the aliens to come and land and live. That's part of it for right now.
It's so weird that cloning can be linked to aliens.
I know.
Little G.
Well, the name Elohim, like it sparked me. I swear that's one of the names for God in the Bible is Elohim.
Yes, it is. That's so. If you see here, so they say that this Rael is the last messenger sent by our extraterrestrial creators, the Elohim. Like Moses, Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad, the last prophet, Rael, was asked to make the Elohim's final message to humanity known to everyone on Earth. So, yeah, they have like, I mean, they have like different events. Yeah. But like, look, like this lady Phyllis, she's like, finally, a book that makes sense with history, religion, art, and science. It's the most probable theory I have come across. She's a scientist with a PhD in stem cell biology, which I think is like
the cloning.
Yeah, and they have like other people, like actors, dance singers.
Chiropractors. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. It's obviously it's a cult too, so everything is very sexual as well. So I don't know why it is that all cults like end up have like a huge sex element to it, but
yeah, I don't know. And it's always like the guy that's in charge gets to run through everybody.
To spread his knowledge. So anyway, I don't know if you want to see more of this. I don't know where you want to go or what have you.
I'm down for the ride to take the words out of Chente's mouth. Yeah. We need that as a soundbite.
So here's their symbol. Oh, what?
I saw your private message from the website. I'm like, oh, it still didn't work for me.
So this is their symbol that I was telling you that Kanye had posted, and so you guys know like the origins of the swastika, like not Nazis. right?
It was like a symbol of, or like a peace symbol, yeah, or no?
Yeah, and it's all over different places in Asia. I don't remember where.
Like Indonesia or
In Indonesia, and I believe it is in Thailand, maybe Thailand. I'm not entirely sure.
I think it was like India as well.
Malaysia, maybe.
Yeah. So So they have kind of combined the Star of David with the swastika, and they actually have one of their event days is reclaiming the swastika was one of their events days. I saw that the other day and I was like, that's interesting. But so they said that the Star of David represents the infinity of space. The extraterrestrials who created humankind in laboratories have proven that the infinitely small and the infinitely large have the same structure. The atoms in our hands contain tiny galaxies which themselves contain planets with minuscule humanities.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Yes, and our own galaxy is a tiny particle in a huge atom that forms part of an immense world, etc. So
it's almost like you have multiverses everywhere.
And then they say that the swastika is in the center represents the infinity of time. Everything in the universe is in perpetual transformation. Space and time have neither beginning nor end, for everything is cyclic at all levels. Nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything is continually transformed. So, yeah. So there's just swastikas everywhere.
Yeah. They did show World War II planes from Germany. You're like, I don't think this is...
I don't think it means what you think it means here.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm going to put that on a flag. You're like, oh, no. Or it's backwards and you can't tell the difference because you're like, it looks exactly the same.
I actually might down this ebook because I'm kind of interested in reading it.
Well, yeah, intelligent design.
Oh, it is free.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How many pages is it?
That's how they get you.
I know.
Free.
I'm going to come back and I'll be like, listen, guys, you should really come to this meeting sometime with me.
Join our Patreon.
Yeah.
The rest of this episode on the Patreon. Or
have you all seen that Mother Earth documentary on HBO?
No. Oh no, is it Mother God?
Mother God. Yes, that one. Sorry.
No, I haven't. My friend that I work with was telling me about it. I was like, he's really big into like the religious cult videos. He doesn't believe in religion at all, or I don't know. I think he just believes in the multiverse, but he always pushes that, and I'm like, I don't really want to watch the cult religions and makes religion look even worse than what it is when they talk about cults. So
yeah,
people think one's good and they pervert it, and then people find it hard to trust anymore.
Yes.
Now I remembered how I found this lady into STEM Aid. So I went into their press releases, and down at the bottom, their official spokesperson for the I can't say it, Raelian. The alien movement, the real alien movement. So it's this Bridget Boss, whatever her last name is, because I'm not very good with phonics. So this lady, and
wait. Oh, okay. I was like, she's not showing.
No. So her name is Bridget, something, and I was like, okay. No, the Mother God thing just like did the whole alien thing, and it just it made me think of her. But so this Bridget lady, she's not Mother God. She's just like the spokesperson for this rail movement, what have you.
Okay.
I was interested because I had seen her name before, and I couldn't pinpoint where I saw it, and I was like, oh, from Clonaid. And I was like, well, what's that bitch up to now? Because, she's still obviously really into the rail movement, what have you. And then that's when I came across STEM aid because, let's just get clone out of it and just put STEM in and change the organization to STEM aid. And
So did that take over Cloud?
I don't know, because there's also another company connected to Clone Aid, and I don't know anything about it. It's called Valiant Ventures, and I'll bring it up right here.
I thought you were going to say Flonase.
No. So this is a company called Valiant Ventures. Let me go back and I'll show you. You can see this. So I just copy and paste this company's name from the CloneAid website because it said like they had some connection somehow, and I was like, how? If you can see that, sorry. So this Valiant Ventures place, I was like, what is this? And they were only connected to CloneAid, so I can't find out who they're funding. This one right here was founded in 2018, so I don't think it's the same people. But the investing group and CloneAid was linked to the Bahamas. Why is everything going down in like the Caribbean? That's all I want to know.
Epstein, Haiti, Oprah,
Bermuda Triangle,
Clintons.
But I'm going to stop sharing because I'm actually going to see what this is real quick. Sorry, I'm giving you guys insight on how my brain works when I start researching things. It's crazy.
Kid Boo on being cloned and how to blow up as a new artist.
Let's talk about the cloning. Story for another day. Let's talk about the cloning. Oh, you want to? I mean, it's not every day somebody says, yo, I'm a clone. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, I thought
you got more than the clone talk.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get in more into that.
Yo, was that Big Tigger?
Well,
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Damn. I haven't seen him in a minute.
What about the other view when he was in, does he talk about the cloning there?
CloneAid. Talks about CloneAid. It looks like it's only for like a minute. You want me to put that on real fast?
See what he says.
He looks like an island boy.
I'm an island boy.
Consciousness. Man, living.
And he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually looking.
Shout out CloneAid. Shout out CloneAid.
Like,
of like through the creation and synthesis in DNA that we can live like immortal through clones and transfer our consciousness. I'm in living proof now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually looking.
Shout out CloneAid. Shout out CloneAid.
Like what's that?
Shout out CloneAid.
Yeah. Well, you could actually, as soon as you die, they could actually freeze your body.
Well, what happened with my first gen is they took the skull because he initially had written in a will to the Raelian movement that if something were to happen to him, they can ship the skull over immediately to CloneAid. So they can remove a fragment of bone that's located here. And in this fragment of bone, it stores all of your memories and consciousness. And with that, they can make a sufficient replica of yourself, a reproductive version of you, including your memories. And you can be selective as to which ones you keep or don't keep. This process has been around for quite some time. Like Dolly the sheep was cloned back in, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Dolly the sheep, yeah, I remember that. And they've cloned a lot of animals over the years.
Yeah, CloneAid, I don't want to say too much information. This is going to be broadcasted on the internet.
But I don't think they could transfer the actual memories, though.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're living proof of this?
Yeah, I'm living proof. Except all the memories. A lot of them I don't have because of drugs and alcohol I abused as a teenager. So it's kind of like burning an MP3 CD, right? So let's say we don't do this. I mean, people don't do this anymore. But back in the day, you would bootleg a CD. You would need the original copy. You put it in. It reads the disc, transfers all the files. You have the same exact CD. It's the same thing. All the tracks, everything, every bar, every hit from every note, everything's going to be on there. Now, if I scratch that CD, I may not be able to read all the files on the disc, making it impossible to transfer, make a new one, new copy. I think it's amazing that they even were able to make Gucci Man.
Right, because they cloned him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if CloneAid did. I'm pretty sure like that was done from a separate company, but yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. I never heard this before.
He mentioned clonate and Raelianism all in that one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, like me. MommaJ dropping knowledge.
Yo.
All the insight on the research.
I don't know why I started researching it. Oh, you know what? I think it's because of the sheep in the bag. That's why I started researching it. Because one day we were talking about what was I talking about? We were talking about kids and like I think we were talking about what the future of like reproduction is going to be, and we talked about like forever meat or like how they're printing meat, and then I was like, oh, do you know about the sheep in the bag?
Did you think printing meat?
Yes.
Yes. Have you not seen them print meat?
No. What do you? How exactly do you print meat?
This is why you really wanted us to go look at sheep in a bag, because it has all of your yarn projects that you like. She's trying to sell us all her sheep bags.
Yes. This is an ad for my Etsy. Ad break. Go to MommaJ's Etsy. You'll find a lot of sheep there.
That one has a butt.
Don't be bashful.
Printing meat, exactly like what are they doing with this printed meat? And how do they print it?
See, this is why we are so excited to have you on. You're just full of knowledge and just dropping it.
I just remember random weird shit, and I can stuff like that's what it is.
So you want to know how I can get you to quit eating McDonald's?
I eat Burger King anyway.
And Burger King? Yeah, I mean, like, they can only promote or produce so much meat for these food industries that they have to use so much filler for stuff. But I don't know if there's videos for this. Meat products.
Oh, there might.
Oh, here we go. Can you see that okay?
In the kitchen of the Santuari gourmet restaurant north of Barcelona, chef Josep Santi.
I'll mute it for the just in case. So here we go. I have a printer.
Yeah, so they have these cartridges that are filled with different things. And it's what it is trying to do is to make it look like hamburger, sausages, different types of things, but sometimes it could actually be bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
You will eat the bugs.
Have you guys seen Fallout?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So one of the parts, this guy goes, "What did you do before you got into working in this position?" And he goes, "Oh, I was a pooper." And he's like, "What?" He goes, "They would feed me tons of food, so I would poop, and then all the flies that would come from my poop, they would grab the flies, grind them down, and make protein and sell the protein to people." He goes, "That's why I'm so fat, because I got to eat a lot of food."
Gross.
Yeah, but here's your fake meat that looks like real meat, kind of.
It's like Beyond Burgers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust this.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't trust them.
See?
Oh, so if I don't kill it myself, I don't eat it. That's what you're saying.
And what's crazy is some of these companies are getting the meat, sending it to China. China's repackaging the meat, sending it back to the United States. You're like, why would they do that if they already have the meat here? Why are they selling it, giving it to China? They're repackaging it, sending it back.
They have 10-year-olds that can clone, that can.
They can print. They already, yeah, they have their printer certification. Oh, parts of feathers. That's how they get your stuff, your meat that tastes like chicken. They chop feathers into it. Yeah, so this is the new normal. They're trying to get this to be the new normal. And did you know that chickens weren't even like from the United States?
Most animals were imported.
And you know pigeons, pigeons in New York and stuff. Those were actually.
They're not real.
No, well, part of them are real.
Andrew doesn't believe any of the birds are real.
Yeah, no, Chente doesn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's a chicken. They just showed it on TV. Didn't have a camera on it.
You mean the baby T-Rex?
Yeah, exactly. So there was that one.
Is that why you're still hungry after eating Taco Bell? Because
probably. And then there was MommaJ sent me this too. Let's see if I can find it. The artificial womb.
Mm-hmm.
Successfully growing baby sheep and humans could be next. It's from 2017. This wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, so that's why we started talking about, because we started talking about Matrix and stuff too, and it's like how the humans were all in that egg type thing, and it was like artificial wombs, and now it's kind of like that's what this bag is, and they could like form it any way they want, but it's all like an external thing, cultivated pretty much.
You put it in your backpack.
You can put it in your backpack and take it to school and have your packed lunch. Have some veal and all the other stuff that you need.
I just think of Little Bo Peep as also sheep.
There it is.
Lamb chops play along. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement. So I'm tone deaf. But yeah, so MommaJ sent me this link. It is the Verge, and then she also sent me this one. It is from this one's from PBS, and the artificial womb keeps premature lambs alive for weeks. Are humans next? ? And all of a sudden, this video is private. So,
yeah, that's the reason why I sent it over to you, is because I thought it was very curious that, okay, so you have this article and then the video attached to it is now private. My question is why?
Yes. And we will find that out right now. Why is it private?
Dr. Emily Partridge is a co-inventor of that womb-like device and joins us now from our studio in Toronto. Thanks for joining us today.
That's a pleasure.
Quite an amazing accomplishment here. Tell me, when you were thinking about this initially, what the idea was.
Well, as a physician training in Toronto, I spent a lot of time in neonatal intensive care units seeing the consequences of extreme prematurity. It is an incredibly frustrating problem clinically because of how limited we are in terms of what we can do to support these babies at present time. So really, from the time of my earliest stages of medical training, I started looking into this technology. And when the opportunity came to go to CHOP, which is a center of excellence for fetal surgery, I pitched this idea really with the belief that this offered an unprecedented opportunity to improve what we can do for these babies.
Let's talk about what you can
moving.
A baby born premature would go, I guess, into an incubator. What would be different about this? I'm going to call it a bio bag, but it's an artificial womb.
That's correct. Presently, infants that are born at the cusp of viability are faced with a lot of problems because of how immature the organs are. One of the biggest hits is the lungs. They're really not ready to breathe air yet. A fetus in utero is surrounded by fluid and actually breathes that fluid.
So we'll post the link and stuff in the bio. We'll put it on the Discord and other stuff too. But
can you send me the link in here too?
Yeah. And I'm thinking, like, why am I watching this thinking that this is how Muppets are made? I feel like Jim Henson. They looked like a Muppet. It looked so fake. It didn't even look real. It looked like a Muppet.
What's bad is like what they were talking about and the use for it makes sense, but what they actually do with it, whole different story.
Yeah.
Because if it was just to actually help women going through premature births, okay, technology.
Yeah.
But we know that there's more to it than that. But that's the way to sugarcoat it to get people to go with it.
So yeah, we'll definitely. I got a bunch of links. I wonder if I could just share the window. No way, I could just go next. Yeah. Okay, you can see this one now where it says tech spot.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can see this one where it says human cloning for Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. All right, and then like exiting in and out, exiting every time. Like, what am I doing? Okay, so we'll post the link for the Wikipedia and stuff. These are just some of the things that I found on the Reddit link. All the different countries, legal, illegal, for therapeutic cloning laws by country.
What's the red?
The red looks like it's illegal. Green is legal. Yellow is legal with limits, which there aren't any. And then no data, not specified, depends on the state of legislation.
So we got 1, 2.
Oh, wait, here are the countries. But I don't know what they are when they've misshaped them. Jeez. It's like the United States is sideways. They put it back to Pangea.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Why did they do that? That's not even flat Earth. Like, that's not even globe Earth. Like, what are they doing?
The top view of the globe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe.
But if you just go to the United States, well, we got California, Montana, Missouri,
Illinois, all of the East Coast.
So wait, so it's legal to clone humans in California, Montana. Is that Missouri?
Yes.
Human therapy.
Illinois.
I don't know if human therapeutic cloning is the same as cloning humans.
What else?
But what is human therapeutic cloning?
What I would assume it is that they're like taking parts of something, they're cloning it, and then keeping the stem cells.
Oh, or could it be the when you do the hold on, what is it called again? Partial human cloning. What is it called?
I didn't know that.
What were you? No, what is this?
Gonna be a quiz, MommaJ.
I know.
Being
My brain was thinking as I was talking, so I can't do two things at once and remember.
It could also be like organ harvesting, because they say in therapeutic, but let's say someone has a bad liver, you clone them enough to get the new healthy liver out, transplant it. But
that's probably what it is. It's like organ cloning.
Yeah, and there's difference between reproductive cloning and therapeutic cloning. It looks like a lot of them are like, it looks like reproductive. That's almost like they're creating a human. It looks like they're illegal in most countries, except for Iran and New Zealand. And
weird.
They probably don't have the capabilities. Guessing.
But how many militaries have bases all over there?
Very true. Yeah, but like the state, it's like the legal status is like not even legislated. Like they don't even have that as an option. Like
therapeutic cloning.
It's very weird. Homunculus. It's a small human being, popularized. There's a song called "Homunculus Trap" by the Scientific. Yeah, we also created I created a
conspiracy playlist.
A conspiracy music playlist. Definitely dropped that in the. I think I might have dropped it in the Discord already. I thought it was pretty good. Some of the songs are the Clinton body bag. Talks about all the Clinton body count that they got. Bigfoot and others. Homunculus Trap. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Reptilian was one. What's that one?
Do they have a song about chimeras?
Like a cryptid?
No, not a cryptid. Chimeras, like man, bear, pig.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, the chimera is like part lion, part snake, part goat.
She just said man, bear, pig.
Well, she was given an example of a chimera.
Right.
It's a mixture of 3 or more animals.
Chimeras are real.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Would a mermaid be considered a chimera then? Since it's like 2 things?
I think a mermaid would be considered a cryptid.
Okay.
Yeah, chimera, you could spell it. It's CHIMERA.
Yeah.
It was Google most of the time. They'll bring up like the mythological one, but there's other references.
All right. Yeah, I'm on Google this thing. I don't know what that even is. And it will be the man bear pig or just a mixture?
Man bear pig from South Park.
Yeah, man bear pig is from South Park.
Oh, okay. I don't get these dang references.
Who's gonna
That one
research that?
from like that's Greek mythology's version of it.
This thing or
Yeah.
this one?
Where it's like lion, goat, snake. That's the Greek mythology version of the Chimera.
Oh. Huh. It's very weird. So do you really think this is a real thing?
What?
This?
No,
this
No, I'm not. Well, those, not so much. No, but I swear, there.
So
No.
it's
Like go back to all.
There is a real one. I promise.
Yeah, like
what is Chimera in real life?
the cells from two different sources. Since these cells are
Oh, so Chimera could be like cloning.
Yeah, well, like I mean, if you think about even the mouse with the ear on it, with the human ear growing on it, that could be considered a chimera, right?
Oh.
Yes, it would.
Do you mean Chimera human?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is this?
What?
I just hit images, Chimera and humans. The one guy had a blue eye and a brown eye. Maybe that's all that means. Oh, I've seen this before. That's weird. Okay, sorry, I digress.
Oops, sir.
Oh, you're good. And then the world's largest cloning factory says it can clone humans, but public not ready to accept it. This is a part of. You didn't send me this. I think this is a part of the Reddit.
Look at the date on there.
Oh wow. Is that good or bad?
No, I'm just saying. I it's just saying that it's not recent. That it's been there for almost 10. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years. Holy shit!
Jeez.
2015 was like almost 10 years ago.
We graduated almost 20 years ago next year.
How does it feel?
I'm depressed. I have nothing to show for it. I'm like, are you married? I got 2 dogs.
Okay. So
yeah, I've grown in the last like 3 years. All right.
But a lot of these cloning companies, and even might be in that article, are in China.
Yes,
that makes so much sense.
Yeah, this video is unavailable.
What was that video supposed to be about?
I don't know. They probably banned it on YouTube. YouTube. And then here's the other one. Open Sense. This is human clothing alive and well. This is that Clonate thing. It's a Canadian-based human cloning organization. Registered as a company in the Bahamas. We were talking about that earlier.
Was that Valiant Venture?
Ew. Oh, here's some more celebrities. Look how stupid he looks. They both look so stupid. Freaking reptile.
Okay, the Keanu one is a stretch.
I've seen a better one with that one. This one looks like a guy I go to the gym. I see it. Johnny Depp's was good too, but it's too hard to see this kind of thing. Oh my gosh, he's a little girl. Jay-Z's was crazy.
So who is that?
And Greta Thunberg too.
This supposed to be the reptilian eye?
No.
Or just a defect from the cloning?
I don't know. It says here's a few pics showing left eye damage, bruising, or in the case of total rebuild, both eyes bruised. The optical nerve is where they enter to do upgrades to the brain. I never heard that. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy being that it's saying that I've never seen this. Oh, and that's what they were talking about. See, I thought the Black Eye Club is like when the Illuminati gets you.
Well, technically, that could still be it. Like, they're putting new information, new objectives.
Mm. Oh, Mr. Feeney. And they always show this with, like, the pedophiles and stuff, too. They'll be like, oh, look at the people that get the black eyes are pedophiles. and they'll try to link stuff to people. But I'm like, I've got punched in the eye. Well, not punched, but in the eye with a baseball, and it's in black and blue. But I'm not a celebrity either.
You're just one of us laymen.
Yeah.
The layman.
And then here's 17.com. Is that like a girl magazine?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I'm watching this on our Discord. I mean, on a podcast. But there's some. What is this?
What is it? 7 insane celeb clone imposter theories.
Oh, jeez.
Clone imposters. So that Post Malone is.
Apparently, some people believe Post Malone and Justin Bieber are the same person. I have never heard that in my life.
No.
Oh, that sounds so stupid. Miley Cyrus, she's just crazy. Being cute, innocent Hannah Montana on Disney Channel. The next, she's grinding on stage. Yeah, that's just getting her whore age out.
What?
Okay. It's unfortunate that some of these girls have their hoe phase in public
Yes.
spotlight. And because it happens to everybody. Boy and girls. All of us.
I haven't made it to mine yet. I'm hoping to.
At some point, it'll happen.
My parents listen to the podcast, so I'm not saying anything. I'll leave it.
Don't worry, I'll have this whole face for him.
Yeah, they're Jack and my parents are the only ones that listen to the podcast. No. Xena LaVey and Taylor Swift, I see that one for sure. And she's really big into witchcraft, so it's like I could see that there was some sort of sorcery involved. Katy Perry and the John Benet Ramsey one is a little bit of a stretch for me.
I've been here for a year. Avril Lavigne has been a clone.
Have you ever gone into the Avril, like, ever done a deep dive into the Avril Lavigne clone theory?
No.
Ever? If you want to go with that, look into it. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, now I'm like, yeah, she's not real. Like, that's not really her.
Yeah.
Because I used to, okay, embarrassing story real quick. I used to listen to Avril Lavigne's CD in my car to school every day when I was a junior in high school. And my cousin I would listen to her and Ashley Simpson every day on the way to school.
What'd you do when you found out Ashley Simpson lip syncs? Doesn't really sing.
I already knew that, but I didn't care. I liked her song.
Found it on computer. All right. And then here's the Illuminati's secret celebrity murder and cloning centers explained. So, I mean, like, I won't go too in-depth on these. It looks like it's removed. It's so weird, though. They don't censor nonsense. I'll just say that again. I'll have to reiterate that. So the things that they're removing, how many times do you see a video on, like, Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, or anything where people are, like, literally getting killed?
Yeah.
You know, or beat up. There's so many fight videos. People are getting jacked up or messed with or, like, robbed. People are yelling at cops. Cops are beating people up or whatever the case. It's like they don't censor that, but then they censor stuff like this.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a conspiracy.
Yeah, but it's more of a... They didn't see your fingers.
I forgot my other hand was outside of the camera.
So, I mean, I feel like they don't censor nonsense, but we'll post all of these in the... I mean, some of the stuff's kind of goofy and stuff, but whatever. It's like, just have fun with it. And then, I think we just got trivia. You want to do some trivia with us?
I love trivia. Let's do it.
Gently with us. Okay. So I guess it's only us guessing, so we'll have to keep score.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
I'm very competitive, so I may crash skulls.
All right. Are you cheating? He's reading the answer, so he's not going to know.
I can't compete. I'm the game master.
All right. The game master. Okay, sorry, too soon.
You can hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is schemes.
Oh, there's going to be topics. There's schemes, tech, aliens, myths, and random.
Yeah.
I think there's 5 total.
Okay.
Well, this first
Schemes.
one is
Okay.
schemes. So multiple choice. I think this one is going to be easy. So, according to Bill Gates' 2010 TED Talk, what is the best way to get world population down? A, removing filters on dating sites. B, vaccines. C, gay marriage. D, education.
Vaccines.
You are correct.
I thought we were gonna say like the letter. No.
Oh, sorry.
This is Jeopardy.
But it's true.
No. You're supposed to ask it in a question.
What is B?
Yeah. Flaxseed. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, this next one is aliens.
Okay.
What famous alien is said to come from planet Lanos in the Ganymedes galaxy? I'll be honest, I don't know if I pronounced any of that right.
Medea.
The answers are A, Ingrid Cold, or Indrid Cold. B, Thomas Jerome Newton. C, Beta Ray Bill. D, Skinny Bob.
You're humming over your sleeves.
That was my I'm sorry if you heard that.
You're gonna turn the volume all the way up just for that. Sorry. I think I'm gonna say Skinny Bob. What are you gonna say?
I'll go with B.
The answer is A.
No, hon, I can't hear you real. You're.
Yeah, you gotta keep the mic up closer.
My bad.
Yeah. Oh, we'll do the thought for the day, and then we'll let you promote whatever you're pushing, whatever you're selling. Get some yarn X's out there.
Okay, so what do you want me to do first? My quote of the day or my socials?
Wait, you want to do your own quote?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Do it.
Well, we usually do a thought for the day for TBD.
Oh.
He has his own, but it's fine.
Oh.
We'll do both.
Okay.
Better than one.
This is good.
I thought mine is. I think mine is very. It's relevant to what we talked about today.
Okay.
So I feel like this is relevant to what we talked about today, and my quote of the day is: "Just because you can doesn't mean you should."
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
Well,
do you want me to just plug my socials and what I got going on in it right now?
Yeah, that works. I will share the screen. You want to do the X one first?
Yeah, you can find me on X at SuburbanMomma1. That's SuburbanMomma, MOMMA, the number 1. You can find me there.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, I'm following you. I don't know why it didn't show. Cool.
I don't know. It's weird. But yep, follow me there. And then you can also follow me on Business Party on Rumble. We have the Business Party podcast. It is on Rumble at Business Party. And on that same channel on weekends, on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we do, me and my co-host Davey, we do Weekend Hangover. We talk about cultural stuff and things like that, relationship stuff. We did a whole series on, did a whole thing about Britney Spears that we're still doing. And then on Wednesdays is Business Party Podcast, where we go over politics, news of the day, different types of things. And that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So, yeah. And I might have a few things coming in the works in the next couple weeks or so, working with some other people as well. So we will see what happens.
Cool. And I already followed, so give them a follow, say what's up.
What's up?
And there was
yeah.
two different ones. So
yeah, It's just Business Party. It's not Business Party Podcast on Rumble. It's just Business Party. That's the one. Yeah. So follow us there.
Might have been a glitch. And then it just goes by the latest one you guys have done.
Yep. Absolutely.
We did a business party yesterday.
We did, but sometimes it Rumble has been kind of weird lately.
Okay.
And we do have Business Party. It's Business Party Podcast on YouTube, and you can find us there on YouTube as well as on Twitch. And I will usually retweet our show that we're doing because we do it live on X on Wednesdays as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I will stop sharing the screen here. Show this one. This is their YouTube one?
Yep. This is our Business Party our Business Party podcast. Yeah, if you go up, the one right there is the one that we did the other night. Yep, with my cousin Bob. So
yeah, we definitely want to have Scott on too. Maybe Davey if he's down.
Absolutely, I'll talk to him about it. I'm sure he'll be down.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. SBM, Suburban Mama, MommaJ, Jackie, our friend. You got anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. This was fun. I don't get to talk about this stuff a lot anymore, and I love. Obviously, you could tell I love it, and I'm really into it. So please, definitely have me on again so we can talk more.
Definitely will. You opened our eyes to some other things we're curious about now.
Yes, I feel like we could wing it with you. We could just come in and be like, I don't know what to talk about. Let's do this, and then it's just everything unfolds. We have all these links in the private chat. Like, I've done my research without having to do my research.
Yeah, let's just say that on the other podcast, I feel bad when I go on other people's podcasts sometimes because they're like, oh, this, that, and I'm like, here, and I'm like, ding, 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 and it's
You're like, let me just share my screen. It'll be easier.
Yeah, I know. Well, because I get all the links and research together. So not all the research, but I put all the links together. Like people will send me links and then I'll put the links together and then I'll give them extra links to support what they sent me. So I'm just so used to, I have many questions and I need answers to a lot. So
you're the one in the group project where everybody copies off of you because we know we're going to get a good thing.
I hated group projects because that was how it always went.
I love them. That's how this episode turned out. No. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, now I got to look more into this 3D meat.
Oh
man. I just had lamb the other day too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
lamb? Yeah.
So
lamb in a bag.
I don't know if it was real now.
Yeah. I don't know. What was it called? What did you call babies in a bag? Or bag babies?
Bag babies, yeah.
Bag babies. That might be the name of this episode.
Bag babies, yeah.
Bag babies.
Yeah.
Which is perfect because cloning.
Yeah.
It all works into itself.
Yeah. We could put a Muppet in the bag. Have that as the picture.
Yeah, you guys got a very intimate look into how my brain works, and how I get from point A to point Z, and in the middle it's just this weird cornucopia of things, and then it just somehow comes together.
You're like Charlie Day, it's over here, and he's doing the mail.
I know.
Organized.
I feel like that all the time.
Yeah. Yes, organized.
It is. I even worked in the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati.
Yeah. You name the topic, and we will make it happen for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you're definitely more than welcome to come on anytime as a regular. So let us know.
Anytime.
If one of these can't jump on, we'll let you know. Maybe we could get you to fill in too. We'll just need more of
Absolutely.
He's like, I gotta put the kids to bed. We're like, put them to bed earlier. I'll give him crap.
That's why I gave my kid a big glass of milk, and I was like, night, night. But he was tired, so I was like, thank God they put him in.
The baby or the 8-year-old?
The baby, no, you saw the 8-year-old. He's like, Taekwondo.
We're like, we gave him melatonin.
Yeah.
Give us some melatonin and some NyQuil. No,
The way I've been sleeping, I feel like I need some.
Oh man. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Yo, I gotta go put these kids to bed, man. Sorry.
All right.
I just gotta bounce.
All right, man.
All right, thank you guys. It's been real.
Bye.
See
It
you.
was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you as well. See you guys.
All right, see ya.
Oh, yes.
TBD, you got any, or do you have any last words?
No, just thank you guys, and I'll see y'all in the future.
Sounds good. TBD?
That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Thank you. Good evening and good night.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe, stay blessed, and keep on questioning. And Chente, deuce.